All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the final day and finals day of Indian Wells. We've got the women's final first, starting at 11 a.m., which is super weird. I think that it starts at 11 a.m. every year. I don't know, but it's a weird time to start a final. Maybe it's because East Coast are at 2 p.m. Maybe that's the reason. Like, it's middle of the afternoon over on the East, so it kind of, I don't know. Just seems really weird to have a final at 11 a.m. But here we are. And then we've got the men's final in 3 hours. So Rybakina and Sabalenka, then Medvedev versus Sinner, back to back. Also, I've heard that it might be the Miami draw supposed to come out today on the women's side, but you know what, they're going to put it out during this match. Of course they are. They're gonna put it out during this match because everyone's talking about tennis and they're like, oh, here's a draw. So tell me when it comes out. They don't give it. By the way, Miami Open. Come on, you got to give us a time. You can't be just saying, oh, we're gonna stay tuned sometime today. You got to be like, it's coming out at 4:00 or something. Just give us something. But it's going to come out. It's going to come out today at some point, probably in the next hour. If it doesn't come out in the next hour and they tell us that it's coming out soon, by the way, they don't do a draw ceremony. They just kind of release it into the wild. By the way, men's draw comes out tomorrow, 4:00. I know that. We're going to watch that. Not 4:00. 1:00 tomorrow. So we're going to watch that probably. But yeah. We'll see what happens. But Rybakina's Sabalenka 1-2 matchup in the live rankings, 1-3 matchup in the official rankings. Tomorrow, the rankings will update, and Rybakina will be number 2 in the world. Win or lose this match, she'll be number 2 in the world, so that's a big deal. And then we've got Sinner versus Medvedev soon. By the way, somebody asked about Miami qualies. They've been delayed because of lightning and thunder and rain. So Miami's weather is very, very bad right now. It's not great for the tournament starting on Wednesday. All right, let's talk about this match, though, for a little bit because they're coming out in about 5-10 minutes. I'm a little bit surprised that Rybakina is Sabalenka is the favorite, not the heavy favorite, but she is the favorite, the slight favorite. Yeah, it's more than slight. She is the favorite against Rybakina, considering that Rybakina's won the last 2 matches. So that's interesting. By the way, first time that these two are the first time that a top 3 clash in the final has happened since 2012 when Azarenka played Sharapova. And that was a 1-2 clash. So that's pretty interesting that we haven't had a top 3 clash in Indian Wells for over a decade. 8-7's a head-to-head in favor of Sabalenka, but Rybakina in hard court finals 4-1. Pretty dominant record. Only time Sabalenka's won a final against Rybakina on a hard court was that Australian Open 3 years ago. So that's tough for Sabalenka. That's tough. But Sabalenka does become the first world number 1 to reach Indian Wells finals in consecutive years ever. No world number 1 has made 2 finals in a row here ever, which is weird. But also yeah. It's only been around since 1990, but still 35 years that this tournament's been around. It's only the first time that number 1. Just shows how tough this tournament can be for everybody. Also the only active player to have made 3 finals, Azarenka the other one. So yeah, remember this tournament? It's weird because it started later than the men's tournament. Men's started in like the 60s. 30 years later, they started the ladies event. And only 2 times has the tournament been won by anybody. It's never been won more than twice, which is really, really weird. So if Rybakina was to win this, she would go on that very long list of 2-time champions, which is the most that anybody's ever won here. So, yeah, Rybakina is she could, we'll talk about her in a second, but she could be on the history list, and Swiatek's on that list, obviously, too. Also, because the 1,000 events have started since 1990 officially, right, on the WTA, if Sabalenka does win this, she'll win her 10th 1,000 event, which is actually equal third most of anybody in the WTA. As Azarenka's 110, Swiatek's 111, and Serena's 113. Now that doesn't include. But is that true? Hang on. I swear Serena. Oh, maybe it's since 2009. That's what it is. It's since 2009 when the format became 1,000 or tier, whatever you call it, mandatory, whatever. I think it's from 2009. Because if it was 2000, it was 1990. Serena's won like 20. So yeah, I think it's since 2009 when they reformatted the tour to be 1,000. So that makes more sense. 13 Serena, 11, and 10. Because I'm like thinking there's a lot of players in the 90s that played a lot of tennis as well. But first final in a 1,000 event for Rybakina since Miami 2024, where she lost to Collins. She has won her last 12 matches against top 10 players, has Rybakina. 5-0 this year. Crazy record. She's number 2 in the world, right? For a reason. 12 in a row. She's won against top 10 players, including 2 wins over Sabalenka, who's number 1. Her record against number 1s, this is really crazy. Since the records of rankings started in 1975, Rybakina has the best record against world number 1s. 9 wins, 6 losses, best percentage. Winning percentage against world number 1. Not best record, because some players have probably beaten them more, but 60% winning record against number 1 players in the world. Best ever. Minimum of 10 matches, though, because obviously you can play 2 matches against the world number 1 and win both, and that's 100%. But minimum of 10 matches against world number 1s, she's 60%, which is the best ever. She is the best number 1 defeater of all time. At the moment, she might be number 1, and then she won't be able to beat number 1 if she's number 1. But she's not there yet. So yeah, there are some stats. Take notes. Make sure you're taking notes. But how are we doing, chat? What's going on? Rybakina has the power to beat Sabalenka here, and again, I'm a little surprised that Rybakina's the underdog because, she's beaten Sabalenka the last 2 times in their rivalry. She's beaten her 4 out of 5 times in finals. She beat her here 3 years ago. I mean, Sabalenka hasn't dropped a set, so maybe that's the difference. But I don't know. I thought it would be a little bit closer, but then what would I know? I thought Alcaraz was going to win yesterday. I thought Alcaraz was going to win in straight sets. Today, Rybakina will lose in the semi-final. Oh, in the semi-final, she made many mistakes. Oh, okay. Fair enough. By the way, 7-5 in favor of Rybakina on hard courts in this matchup. Like I said, won the last 2 matches in the finals of hard court events, WTA Finals, Australian Open Final. She also won the Brisbane Final in 24 and Indian Wells Final 23. Sabalenka's only win in a final against Rybakina was back in 2023 when she won the Australian Open. And that point, the rivalry was all Sabalenka. Now it's, Rybakina's won most of the last, she's won, I think, 7 of the last 11 matches they've played? Maybe? 7? 8. 8 of the last, 7 of the last 12. I think. All right, players coming on. By the way, really hot today. Hottest day of the tournament. So, not so much for this match because it's 11 in the morning, but for the next match, the heat will be a thing. 7 hours on court for Sabalenka, 8 hours and 15 minutes for Rybakina. The only reason why Rybakina spent more time on court is because the first round she played Baptiste and lost a set, so she had to play a longer match. Her longest match was over 2 hours, 2 hours and 16 minutes. Sabalenka's longest match was against Mboko, 1 hour and 49 minutes. Sabalenka hasn't dropped a set. Rybakina's dropped the 1 set to get here. Sabalenka's road to this final. Bai in the first round. Saket Sume, the number 136 in the second round. Christian in the third round at 35 in the world. Number 16 in the world, Osaka in the 4th round. Quarterfinals was Mboko, number 10 in the world. And Noskova in the semis was number 14. Rybakina's road to the final. Bai in the first round. Baptiste, 43 in the second round. Kostyuk, 28 in the third round. Cartel, 54 in the 4th round. And then the last 2 rounds have been Pegula, number 5, and Svitolina, number 9. So, again, tougher road. I mean, average ranking lower for Rybakina like lower ranked opponents, like, Baptiste tough, Kostyuk tough, Pegula tough, Svitolina tough. Whereas on the Sabalenka side, I mean, Osaka, Mboko, and Noska are the three big ones for her. And she's really, I mean, Mboko was definitely the toughest task. She only had the one breaker serve. It was super close. She didn't get broken. That was the good part. By the way, someone put their whole family out here to get photos. Ball kids out there as well, and yeah, literally a whole family of people. It's 4 people out there. Are they all gonna flip the coin and do a best of 3? And then some more stats. Sabalenka, she is the number 1 player in the world when it comes to second serve points won, overall service points won, service games won, and also break points saved. So Sabalenka's serve, even though she hasn't got the most aces, I'll tell you who it does in a second. Sabalenka's serve is phenomenal. Number 3 when it comes to first serve points won. She's actually 9th in the ace count, 81 aces. Rybakina, most aces of the year, 136. She is 4th in first serve points won. She is 3rd in overall service points won, service games won, and break points saved. And break points converted, she's number 4. So we all know about Rybakina's serve. We all know about Sabalenka's serve. But the fact that Rybakina is the 4th best player at converting break points this year shows how good her returns are as well and how dangerous she is at breaking serve. So there you go. Hopefully, chat, you are now ready for the final. How are we? Hey, Laura, thank you for the 52 months. Appreciate that. Thank you for sticking around. Both these ladies deserve to win, but hopefully for a Sabalenka victory. Yep. 3 1,000 titles and 3 Grand Slams this year. Hopefully Rybakina will make up for the lost time. Yeah, this will be only Rybakina's third 1,000 event win, which I think is a little bit surprising. Because she has made a few finals that she probably should have won. But yeah, I would have thought she would have won at least 4. But then she lost a couple of Miamis that she probably should have won. Yeah. And she was injured for a lot of it, so yeah. I want Sabalenka to win, okay. I'm worried for Sinner. Medvedev looked great yesterday. Yes, he did. Most aces on WTA right now is Rybakina. She has the most aces this year. No surprise. She has the most aces most years. All right, they're just warming up, and then we will get started. I'm taking Rybakina. She has owned Sabalenka lately. Yeah. Look, Rybakina, who's the underdog, which sounds weird to say, but Medvedev, he is the proper underdog. But yeah, Medvedev also, I mean, if it wasn't hot, I'd say Medvedev's had a good run and Sinner probably gets him. But with the weather being super, super hot, it's going to be really interesting. We saw Sinner yesterday looking, even Alcaraz, both those guys looked, they both looked like they were struggling. So, physically struggling. So it's going to be really fun to watch that one in a couple hours. Is Rybakina the tallest in the WTA of all time? No. I think that goes to Davenport. She was 6'2". Currently, though, maybe? Well, Parks, I think, is taller. Is Parks taller? Alicia Parks, I think, is maybe taller. Pliskova is actually probably taller. Alicia Parks is 6'1". Pliskova, I think, is also 6'1", or 186 centimeters. And I think Rybakina is... Yeah, Rybakina is 184. So, yeah, Pliskova. Venus as well. Yeah, Venus is up there too, isn't she? Hang on. 185. So, yeah, Pliskova 186 is the tallest. Without doing any more research than looking up 3 players. As far as I know. as far as I can tell. All right, players warming up. It's the last couple of serves. Serves are going to be massively important today. Sharapova is not actively playing. Medi revived his game after his blowout loss against Tian. Yeah, he did. I mean, he did. He did great. Alcaraz said that's the best he's ever seen Medvedev play against him. Like the best that Medvedev's ever played. You can watch this on WTA TV. Who do I got winning this one? I can't remember. I think I said Sabalenka gets revenge. Thinking that I was picking the underdog. I thought I was picking the underdog, but I picked the favorite. But look, I'm consistently picking the favorite this week. So at least I'm consistently picking the favorites. All right. And Sabalenka is the favorite, according to probability. All right. I have no idea who's going to serve, but we'll find out together. Any betting tips? Be responsible, and also, don't bet more than you. Just be careful. Nothing changes. Rybakina for the win. Yeah, again, I'm surprised that Rybakina is not at least the same. I thought it'd be 50-50. I thought it'd be 50-50. All right. Rybakina's going to serve. Here we go. Rybakina to serve. I think I said Sabalenka in 3. As with a serve, into the backhand, Sabalenka goes out. The return, 15 love. Rybakina wins the first point. 15 love. Chat, who you got? Give me your predictions in the chat. Who's got it? Who you got? Serving the backhand, Sabalenka. 4 now from Rybakina. Ooh, goes long. 15-0. Rybakina 3, Sabalenka 3, Rybakina, Sabalenka, Kazakhstan. Drop a poll? Nah. Let's not drop a poll. Let's just get a real sense of the chat. Sabalenka 3, okay. Sabalenka, Rybakina 2, Rybakina 3, okay. 15-0. Sabalenka with the revenge. No idea. And it's a backhand return. Goes out by Sabalenka, 30-15. Serve again from Rybakina. And Sabalenka chips the return long, and it's 40-15. This could go either way, I know, right? Definitely has that 50-50 vibe. Good serving, Rybakina. All right, 1 love. Rybakina takes the first game of the final. Who served first? Rybakina served first. 1 love. Yeah. By the way, I think Miami. They're starting to play. Well, they're starting to do the. Somebody asked about the qualies. I think they're starting again. The weather in Miami is not great. By the way, I did realize that tomorrow the draw for Miami comes out tomorrow, and then after that, the next day, there's actually nothing to watch. So the streak is gonna end in 2 days. I don't even think. So the streak ends at 75 days in a row. That's pretty crazy. That's a good start to the year. All right, 30 love. Great serve from Sabalenka. People are exaggerating Medvedev's win on social media. He has won a 3-setter, not a Grand Slam. Okay. 30 love. Why so defensive? As with a forehand now to the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand into the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand again to the backhand of Rybakina. She slices it in the net. And it's 40 love Sabalenka. $40 love. As with a fault from Sabalenka, second serve. As the backhand return goes out. It's 1-1. 1-1. By the way, pretty packed house. I wouldn't say it's totally full yet, but definitely, it's definitely, I would say 70%, 80% full, 80% probably. As we had a fault from Rybakina, second serve. As the backhand return goes to the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand from Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand again to the forehand of Rybakina. And winner from Rybakina. Sabalenka couldn't get it. Too quick. 15 love. Charlize Theron is there again. She is she's always there. She comes every year. Serve is a fault. Second serve. All right, as Sabalenka gets out in the return. As a return goes into the net by Sabalenka. 40 love. $40 love. As Rybakina serves a fault. Second serve. As with a forehand from Rybakina, she overhits that, and it's 40-15. As Rybakina serves again. $40-15. There's another fault, second serve. Sabalenka returns the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand into the backhand of Rybakina. Into that Sabalenka forehand as Rybakina goes to the backhand again. Into the slice of Sabalenka, but she overhits it. Jeez, Rybakina is hitting so clean off the ground. 2-1. Rybakina leads. All right. How are we doing, chat? What's going on? Rybakina as number one sounds good. Well, she's going to have to probably win another slam or make it another final. Rybakina #1 by the end of the year, you reckon? Maybe. Maybe. Silence wins over noise. Okay. Okay, very hot in the desert today. No coffee this morning. No, I'm trying to wake up normally. I'll get there. It's 5 a.m. Miami's gonna be tougher. I have to wake up at 1 a.m. every day. Prediction for tonight? I think I said Sinner. Did I say Sinner? Chad, what did I say? I think I said Sinner in straights. Close straight sets. All right, 2-1. Fault from Sabalenka, second serve. Second serve into the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand again. The forehand of Rybakina, who goes up the line for a winner. Love 15. Beautiful shot by Rybakina. Like I said, Rybakina, fourth best percentage of break points converted this year. You always pick the favorite? Okay. And? If I pick Sabalenka every time this year, I'm almost right every time. A7T. Like what? If it's 17 out of 18 I've got right for Sabalenka. So I'm 95% off picking Sabalenka. Why would I not pick Sabalenka? I don't understand. What, you want me to pick the underdog for fun and be wrong? Okay. I mean, I don't get it. Can you pick the underdog for no reason? Okay. Look, I would have picked. I thought I was picking the underdog in this match. To be fair, I thought that Sabalenka was the underdog because I feel like she is. I think Rybakina should have been at least equal with Sabalenka in this match. But hey, I thought this was a 50-50, so Sabalenka I thought was a risky pick. Second serve. Also, Sabalenka hasn't been tested yet. As the backhand return goes out. Good second serve by Sabalenka. 30-0. You won't give Medvedev a set, Savage. I can't remember what I said in the preview. I don't know if I said Sinner in 3 or 2. I think I said close straight sets. I think I said first set will be close, second set maybe Sinner runs away. No, this wasn't a 50-50. It was a 60-40. Serve. A7T. Great serve from Sabalenka. 40-30. I said Sinner in straights. There you go. All right, 40-30. Sabalenka serves. A fault, second serve. Second serve. Oh, pardon me, chap. Second serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand from Sabalenka goes wide. And we get to deuce. Danger for Sabalenka. Serve again. Here's a fault, second serve. As the return goes in, the forehand of Sabalenka, forehand from Rybakina. And Sabalenka forehand up the line, too strong. And it's advantage Sabalenka. As the return goes out, and Sabalenka holds 2-0. 2-2. Back to Rybakina. 2-2. Was impressed how Alcaraz came to the net and congratulated Medvedev. Classy. Yeah, because usually he, doesn't give them handshakes and he cries. And so the 4-4 rally, breaks a racket and just walks off the court without even saying anything. So I was as surprised. I was impressed as you were that he didn't do that. Can you imagine? Alcaraz just goes, nah, doesn't even get his bag. He just walks off. I don't even care. I don't think anyone's done that. Has anyone left their bag on court after a loss, just walked away? 15-0. As Rybakina serves again. Can Sabalenka convert a final into a win against Rybakina? Actually, yeah, you're right. It's been tough. Ace out wide, what a great serve. Best serve in the game. That is the best serve in the game. $30-15. Serve again. And the return into the forehand of Rybakina. Backing out Sabalenka to the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand again. The forehand of Rybakina. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Rybakina up the line. Forehand winner. Beautiful shot. 40-15. Hey, Ira. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. And it's 40-15. Collins left her bag behind last year. Oh, did she? There you go. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve into the forehand. Sabalenka dumps it in the net on the return. All right. Rybakina leads 3-2. All right. How are we doing, chap? Where are we watching from? I'm going to ask that now and I'm going to ask that later. Maybe, if I remember. I'll probably forget. Where are we watching from? No, Collins is not retired yet officially. She'll be back probably maybe by the US Open, maybe. I don't know. She's definitely not retired, though. Not yet. We've got England, Poland, Washington, London, UK. A lot of people from the UK in the chat. What's up? We've got Florida, Minnesota, Maine, New York, Philippines, Indonesia, Malaysia, Texas, Switzerland, New Delhi, Toronto, Amsterdam, Chicago, Oslo. Greg, are you actually in Norway? You said, is this just are you actually in Norway? We've got Ostrava, Canada, Boston, Munich, South Carolina, New Jersey, Belgium, London, Hong Kong, Pakistan, Hamburg, Denmark, Salt Lake City, China, Portugal, right there at Indian Wells. Nice. We've got Vegas. We've got Nigeria, Japan, Germany. And Sabalenka lines up to serve. Argentina, Dallas. As with a serve from Sabalenka. Into the forehand is an ace. 15 love. I'm going to fault second serve. As the return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka, she goes up the line long. It's 15-0. Serve again. $15-all. There's a return from Rybakina to the forehand of Sabalenka. Rybakina backhand cross. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Now Rybakina making Sabalenka move, but great forehand up the line from Sabalenka. Rybakina gets it back. And Sabalenka forehand again. Now Rybakina is back in the rally. Sabalenka can't get that one. Rybakina up the line for a backhand winner. Great hustle from Rybakina. 15-30. Spain, 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 Spain. Kylie is from Spain, everybody. Thank you for telling me 5 times in a row. Appreciate it. Are you sure you're from definitely Spain? Definitely Spain. Are you like Spain? Where are you from? 15-30. 15-30. As Sabalenka serves the forehand, Rybakina return is into the backhand of Sabalenka. Rybakina backhand goes wide. No, Sabalenka hit it long, did she? Oh no! Sabalenka hit it long. Oh god, of course he does this, doesn't he? Every time. Of course he... Yeah, okay, Dutchy, all right. Thank you. 15-40. Dutchy, could you just tell him to like wait for like 2 hours? 15-40. Serving to the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka back in, and then there's the break. Rybakina, first break of the final. All right, Rybakina 4-2. We got a fault second serve. Thanks, Dutchy. Second serve, Rybakina. Rybakina too strong. 15 love. $15 love. Ace T. 30 love. Hey, Shubham.
Aryna never having won against Rybakina in a big final after AO 2023 can be a major psychological advantage for Elena.
True, yeah. She's won the last, I think, 4 in a row. Thank you for the donation. As we get a return there by Sabalenka. Weird slice return. As we get to 40 love. And then an ace. All right. Rybakina takes the lead. Consolidates the break, and she is up 5-2 in this first set. All right. So we've got some news chat that we're going to go through. All right, so we're in the middle of watching the Indian Wells finals, and we get some big news because Miami starts in a couple of days, really. The draw's coming out over the next couple of days, but some big names are pulled out of Miami. One big name in particular, so let's go have a look at who's withdrawn. All right, so starting on the WTA side, the list is pretty long, and a lot of these players didn't play Indian Wells either. So we got Boiseau, she's pulled out. Kazakina's pulled out. Krejcikova has also pulled out. Kudermetova's pulled out. Navarro's pulled out. Olennikova has pulled out. Pliskova's pulled out. Vondi's pulled out as well. And Wong has also pulled out. So a lot of names there that are not playing. Of course, there's players that might add to this list. We know that Coco Gauff was dealing with injuries at Indian Wells, but at this stage she's playing, so she is on the list. But let's go over the men's side because that's where things get really interesting. So over on the men's side of things, we start with Griekspoor. He's pulled out. Munar's also pulled out. Runa still recovering from an Achilles. He's pulled out. Zhang has pulled out. Sonego's pulled out. And Novak Djokovic, the latest to withdraw due to a shoulder injury that he got, or that he had during Indian Wells. Of course, he lost to Draper in a very close match. So Novak Djokovic, the finalist from last year, is not going to be playing in Miami next week. He is officially out, and he's dropped a lot of ranking points because of it. So there it is, big news. Djokovic pulling out of Miami, and like I said, we'll keep an eye on. And like I said, we'll keep an eye on Coco Gauff as well because we don't know what's going on with her arm. She hasn't really said anything since, so we'll keep an eye on her as well. But yeah, Novak Djokovic, he's not going to be playing, not going to be defending those finals points. And I think there is a chance that he could drop down the rankings outside that top four, which is a very important spot for him to be. But let me know in the comments below. Who's going to win Miami? Now that Djokovic isn't there, does that change your prediction? Does it mean that, Sinner and Alcaraz have an even better chance of winning this event? But there it is, Djokovic out amongst a lot of players not playing in Miami next week. All right, Sabalenka, 30-15. Mia's not happy about it. She's like, what? Djokovic's not playing? What? It's her favorite player. All right, 30-15, as that goes out on the return from Rybakina, 40-15. So, yeah, man, huge news. But, of course, it comes out during the, when we're not thinking about it. He's got a hell of a way of doing this stuff, Djokovic, timing it perfectly. He's very good at timing these things. He's like, oh, you're watching tennis, are you? Here's some news. All right, Sabalenka holds. Rybakina's going to serve for the first set. All right. All right, Rybakina serving for the first set. She hits a good serve out wide. Sabalenka gets it back on the return, but Rybakina goes up the line wide. And it goes to Sabalenka first point, love 15. As Rybakina serves a fault, second serve. Sabalenka 4-1 on the stretch. Rybakina goes up the line. Sabalenka gets it back with a cross-court winner. Love 30. Here we go. Sabalenka fighting back. The crowd are definitely feeling like they're on her side too. She's getting a lot of support her way. All right, first serve is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Good return. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand goes long, and it's 15-30. Rybakina serves again. Sabalenka with a forehand slice is wide. 30-all. Nice work from Rybakina. 30-all. By the way, Chad, genuinely got scared when me made that noise. It scared the crap out of me. Not gonna lie, like, what the hell? Someone's coughing in my house? Who the hell's here? I was in the middle of doing a video. Ace on the tee. Ace. I was in the middle of breaking it down. It scared the crap out of me. All right. Set point, Rybakina, to take the first set of the final. And then a fault. Second serve. Second serve, the backhand of Sabalenka. Good deep return. And then Sabalenka goes up the line, but it's wide. And Rybakina takes the first set. 6-3. And by the way, that is only the third time Sabalenka has been broken in this match, or in this tournament. And also the first set she's lost this week. So Rybakina takes the first. And she really didn't have an issue on her serve, which is very normal at this point. All right, first set in the bag. 5 winners, 12 errors from Sabalenka. Only the one break point against either player as well, which is interesting. 8 winners, 7 errors from Rybakina. They're both serving pretty well. Rybakina's not getting as many first serves in, but she's winning a lot of second serve points, which is interesting. And 4 aces to 2 in favor of Rybakina. But that's a very interesting first set. Both players limited, like only the one chance between them to break. Ice Queen Rybakina, yeah. Remember, Rybakina's won the last 2 matches, both of those in big finals. So, and that's in the last 6 months. So it hasn't been the greatest time for Sabalenka to play Rybakina recently. She hasn't been having a good time. All right. Both have gone to the bathroom. It is hot today. The next match is going to be really interesting. By the way, next match starts in 2 hours, so we got time. I didn't think that we'd go back to back in finals. I thought that the ladies would definitely be finished earlier than the men's final, but hopefully we can kind of fill the gap a little bit, so we don't have to, wait around. I know the Miami draw. Somebody said the Miami draw is coming out straight after this. That would make sense. That they would wait for this to be over before we get to the Miami draw. But you just never know. Sometimes tournaments are like, nah, we're going to put out the draw right now. Also, it's weird that they put it out on a Sunday because the rankings are going to show Swiatek is number 2, and I'm going to have to explain it every single day why Swiatek's number 2 when she's actually number 3 in the rankings. So Miami, can we not ever do this again? Just copy the schedule of Indian Wells, and then you can start everything on Wednesday and push everything back and do a draw on the same day. Make it easy for all of us, please.
Zhang is pulled out. Sonny goes with injuries at Indian Wells, but at this stage she's playing, so she is on the list. Let's go over the men's side because that's where things get really interesting. So over on the men's side of things, we start with Greek sport. Miami next week. He is officially out. And like I said, we'll keep it on. There it is.
All right.
She hasn't really said anything since, so we'll keep an eye on her as well. But yeah, Novak Djokovic. She hasn't really said anything since, so we'll keep an eye on getting those finals points. And I think there is a
all right.
Those finals points. And I think there is a chance that he could outside that top 4. But let me know in the comments below.
All right.
She hasn't really said anything since, so we'll keep an eye on her those finals points. And I think there is a chance that he could drop down the rankings outside that top 4, which is a very important spot for him to be. Keep an eye on, and like I said, we'll keep an eye on Coco pulling out of Miami, and like I said, pulling out of Miami.
All right. Second set, here we go. Sabalenka serving first as Rybakina hits an inside-out forehand winner. Love 15. Sabalenka serves a let on the first serve. Now, no news on Coco yet. Love 15. As we are serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Backing up from Sabalenka in the net. Love 30. There's someone talking in the background? Oh, was there? Oh, I don't know where that person is. I don't know what that was. That must have been a ghost. All right. Chance for Rybakina to get the break first game of the second. Sabalenka is not happy about it. Good serve out wide. Rybakina returns. Sabalenka just gets it back into the backhand of Rybakina. As they go back into backhand slice, Rybakina goes short, or shortish. And then the forehand too strong by Sabalenka. Rybakina hits it long. And it's 15-30. Serve again. There's a bit of fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Return winner. Too good. Massive return up the line on the backhand. 15-40. Serve again. Is a let. And she says a fault. Second serve. Oh, double fault. And there's the break. Sabalenka. First time in a long time that Sabalenka's been broken twice in a match. Probably since she lost to Rybakina in the AO final. But there it is. First game is a break. All right. Let's see if Sabalenka can break back. She hasn't even had a break point yet. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Oh, nice pickup by Sabalenka. That goes in the net goes out by Rybakina on the volley. And it's love 15. Love 15. As we default, second serve. As a return for Sabalenka strong. Rybakina gets it back with a slice. As then Sabalenka goes up the line for a winner. It's love 30. All right, world number one's here. Sabalenka with a forehand again, too strong. Love 40. Jeez, no break points. Now she's got 3. 3 just like that. All right, love 40. Sabalenka to get the break straight back. Love 40. Rybakina serves. And Sabalenka returns it short. Rybakina forehand goes wide. Rybakina is broken. And Sabalenka just shrugs her shoulders like that wasn't that hard. Why didn't I do that earlier? All right, back on serve straight away. Sabalenka keeps the final going. She breaks the love as well. That was hectic. That was crazy. All right. By the way, starts in 2 hours. So Sabalenka's we got time. We got time to spare. As that goes out in the return from Rybakina. 15 love. Serve is a fault. Second serve. As with a 4-4 rally, but that goes out by Sabalenka. 15-0. And Sabalenka serves a fault, second serve. $15-0. As we serve again from Sabalenka. Into the forward of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand in the middle to the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand up the line in the net. 15-30. All right, Sabalenka in trouble again. $15-30. 7 to the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand again. The forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka goes again to the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina to the ground. It's 30-all. By the way, this crowd definitely wants Sabalenka to get this set. They want a competitive final. They do not want to go out and get lunch for 2 hours after a straight sets match. They want a 3-setter. They're just like us. Great serve, 40-30. Sabalenka serves again. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Double fault. Deuce. We get the deuce. And Sabalenka serves. And Rybakina shanks it wide. And it's advantage Sabalenka. As the return goes in, Sabalenka hits it straight to Rybakina, who just puts it away easily. All right, back to deuce. By the way, chat, there's the video there. Go check it out if you're just joining us. There's been some big news happen in the last 20 minutes. Big news for next week. All right, deuce. As the return goes in, the forehand of Sabalenka, but Sabalenka can't handle it. And she goes wide. Rybakina gets another break point to take the break again. Advantage Rybakina. As Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Serve to the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand. Oh, Rybakina slipped. She's okay though, but Sabalenka hit the winner. Got a little lucky. And we get back to deuce. Serve again. There's a fault. Second serve. What's the big news? Just click the link, that's in the chat. Simple. I made a video. Forehand rally. Sabalenka again to the forehand of Rybakina, who just smokes it up the line. Rybakina not mucking around. Advantage Rybakina. Serve again. Down the tee. Rybakina gets it back. Sabalenka backhand up the line. Rybakina slices it wide. Great hitting from Sabalenka. And we get back to deuce. By the way, just temperature check. 32 degrees currently. 90 Fahrenheit. And it's only going to get hotter. There's only more heat on the way. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. right, Sabalenka serves again. That's not hot for the desert. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. It's cold. Yeah, it's a mild day today. The players will not be affected whatsoever. It's not that hot. Anyways, Rybakina hits it out on the return. Advantage, Sabalenka. By the way, men's final starts in 2 hours. Sabalenka with a fault. Second serve. Sabalenka just trying to find a first serve. She can't buy one. Serve into the backhand of Rybakina. Great return. Sabalenka with a passing shot, but Rybakina gets the volley, misses the volley. 2-1 Sabalenka. Okay. Sabalenka holds after a marathon game. All right. Yeah, it's going to get hotter. So the Sinner versus Medvedev match in a couple hours is going to be it's going to be real hot. They're going to play in some real heat. All right. All right. As they go around the stadium, and they're holding signs up, but we can't see the signs. They're just green pieces of paper. How we doing, chat? Yeah, please like the stream if you haven't already. Anonymous.
Why is Carlos struggling in the heat this year? He was good in Cincy Heat Wave last year and won Miami before, so why do you think he is now having heat issues?
I mean, I don't know about heat. He's having heat issues. By the way, thank you, Madonna, for gifting memberships as well. I appreciate that. Sorry I wasn't watching. Thank you for gifting those memberships. And also thank you, Damaniv, for becoming a member as well. Appreciate that. I don't think, and by the way, Rung, thank you for the $10. And also thank you, Anonymous, for the 2. I don't think he's struggling. I mean, he's had 2 matches where he's in pretty extreme conditions. Yesterday was pretty damn hot, and then Australia was like crazy hot. I don't know. And you got to think of the players that he's playing, though. He's playing against guys that are going to make you work, right? Sinner and, Medvedev and Zverev are guys that physically are going to, push you to that brink. So I don't think it's it's more of a matchup thing more than I don't think it's a problem. Like struggling in the heat, it's more just like playing certain players in certain conditions are tough. But everyone has those issues with something. So I wouldn't think it's like why is he doing what? Because he's playing Medvedev and Zverev, who are going to do that to you, I don't think it's like a theme. All right, 15 love. As a return, goes into the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina to win across court, 30 love. I asked you a question. First, you changed my membership logo, then you removed it, Cam. Look, I gotta be honest. I don't remove anything. The logo removed if you don't pay the membership. I have nothing to do with that. So, if you're no longer a member, it's because you didn't renew your membership. 30 love. It's got nothing to do with me. As Rybakina serves into the backhand of Sabalenka, backhand of Rybakina again, the backhand of Sabalenka. And Sabalenka too strong, 30-15. Also, conditions were very different if Carlos's other games. Well, yeah, that's true too, because Alcaraz played a lot of night matches this week too. So going from that to then the heat of the afternoon. And again, against Medvedev, who's a very physical player, you're going to have to grind it against Medi, right? Zverev and Medvedev are guys that you can't easily hit through. They're going to make you work for the win. So, again, I think it's more of a matchup in those conditions. How do you play those guys at night? Probably maybe a different story. probably is a different story, right? If he plays Zverev in the night match instead of the day match, probably doesn't cramp because it wasn't hot at night. And same with Medvedev. If he played Medvedev in the night session, maybe it would have been a different result. 30-all here. Sabalenka trying to get the break. $30-all. How dare someone give me a membership that expires? Yeah. Oh, you were a gifted member and it disappeared. Okay. So you got a free membership and you're complaining about losing your free membership that lasts a month. Because somebody gifted... Come on, bro. Forehand goes out by Rybakina. Come on, man. Come on, bro. Come on. I didn't even pay for a membership, but I want to be a member. It's $1 a month. Come on, bro. Come on, man. 40-30. Hey, by the way, person in chat, can you please stop putting scores in? Thank you, Deb. Cheers, Deb. 30-40. Break point for Sabalenka. As Rybakina puts it in the net. Second serve. Second serve. Sabalenka looks ready to attack. But she doesn't have to do double fault. Wow. Rybakina double fault. Down break point. You never see that. Okay. 3-1. Sabalenka with a break in the lead in the second now. All right. Serve for Sabalenka. Somebody check on Weston. Is Weston here? Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Good return. Sabalenka gets it, and then Rybakina up the line. Sabalenka slice goes in the net. It's love 15. Love 15. All right, speaking of gifted memberships, you know what? I'm going to give some memberships. Why don't I give 10 memberships, hey? Actually, you know what? 20. Let's give 20. See if that guy gets one. If you're lucky. But if you haven't been watching the streams, you won't get one. So you got to watch the streams. If you watch the streams, you get, you might get a membership. Backhand rally. As Rybakina forehand in the net. It's 15-0. There you go, chat. There you go. Cam got wrong predictions. Thanks for getting rid of that one, Deb. Sorry, I read it out. Bro, you're a member and you're saying that. Also, the match is still going. 15-0. Sabalenka serves. And it's a fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand to the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka again to the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina up the line in the net. It's 30-15. Anonymous.
Cam, how is your finger doing?
Oh, it's doing all right. I've got a bit of a scar there, but that's fine. Thank you for asking. It's doing fine. Thank you for asking. 30-15. As we get a fault, Sabalenka yells at herself. And the crowd get involved. Second serve. If you give me a membership, then your predictions will all come true. What are you, a wizard? Harry? Sabalenka 40-15. All right, 40-15. What a nice guy, yeah. Finally, my predictions will come true. Yes. Is that just for tennis or is that for life as well? 40-15. 40-15. Sabalenka serves again. As the return goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. She hits a drop shot. Rybakina slice. Goes wide. Sabalenka 4-1. Sabalenka 4-1 in the second. No more cooker cleaning, Cam. Glad you kept your finger intact. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I haven't cleaned that since. I'm scared. Don't worry. I'm sure I'll injure myself somehow. Like clean the toilet or something. I headbutt the bowl or something. Anyways. Rybakina has apparently decided to give Sabalenka this set. Weston, I know, right? I mean, it's been a minute. What a turnaround, yeah. It's only one break, though. Miami qualifiers, rain delay. Yep, it's pouring rain over there. It's going to be raining all week, so it could be a late start to Miami. By the way, speaking of Miami, there's some breaking news about Miami. Go check it out. Big news. Big news. 4-1 Sabalenka. Your predictions are off. Go make millions betting against you. I might start against you. Hey, Trishan, why don't you relax straight away? Just relax. I know it's Sunday, and everyone's got the Sunday scaries. You got work tomorrow. I get it, bro. Actually, I don't get it. It's Monday right here. But you gotta relax, buddy. You gotta relax. Just chill, man. You've been a member for like 2 years. And you pay me to say that? You pay to talk to me like that? That's crazy, man. That's not part of the membership. You don't get to be a member and then just like talk shit to my face. I'm glad you said it to my face though, because most people commented your predictions suck and they never come to the chat. So at least you commented it, but also you're wrong. I pick Sabalenka every time and she's won nearly every time. So I mean, come on now. All right, 4-1. What did you pick, by the way? Did you make a prediction? I feel like... Did you make a prediction? Did you make a prediction? I forgot your... What was your prediction? What did you say? Oh, you're making a prediction at the end of the match. Oh, okay. Okay. I'll wait for your prediction at the end of the match. Yeah. All right. Thank you for... Yeah, appreciate that. Yep. I'll wait for you. I'll wait. Double fault. 15-0. I don't make predictions. Oh, you don't make predictions. Oh. You just bully people that do. Oh, you just judge people that do put their, put their reputation on the line every day by making a prediction. You don't make them, though. You just judge from your tower. I'm just kidding. He likes Raducanu. Raducanu is his favorite. We'll give him a break. It's been a tough week. 30-15. 30-15. As Rybakina serves. As the return goes wide by Sabalenka, 40-15. By the way, it's only one break of serve, so this is not Sabalenka's set yet. We've already had a few breaks of serve in this set. As we default second serve. As the return goes out by Sabalenka, 40-15. Oh, sorry. That was 40-15. Hey, chat. It's all right. I'm paying attention. 4-2. I think Mboko was unlucky not to overcome Sabalenka game. I mean, yeah, she only got broken once, and that was the difference, right? Making predictions in tennis is asking for trouble. It's the hardest sport to predict. I know. It takes I'm interpreting that as it takes a strong person to make a prediction in tennis. So I'm going to take that as a compliment. Thank you for yes, I am tough. Yes. I am bold. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It does. You need to have a strong will. God, that made me feel better. Love 15. I was rich before following Cam's predictions. That's funny. No, you weren't. Well, your mum's still giving you the $10 pocket money every week? But did you mow the lawn? Ace, 15-0. Rich. Yeah, I was rich, when I was 8 years old and getting $10 for mowing the lawn too. Felt like $1 million at the time as well. Oh my God. 15-0. Serve. Welcome to the roasting hour. As we get a serve again. Serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Forehand from Sabalenka up the line. Rybakina backhand goes in the backhand of Sabalenka up the line again. Sabalenka too clean. 30-15. Beautiful shot from Sabalenka. She is the world number one after all. All right. Thanks, Deb. We got to lock in. As we get a backhand slice. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Passing shot from Sabalenka in the net. There was a chance there. She had a look at the pass. 30-0. Sabalenka serves again. 30-0. Great serve down the tee. Return goes into the forehand. Sabalenka hits a drop shot in the net. Oh, man. Sabalenka went for the fancy shot. It might have worked. Rybakina was sort of inside the baseline, though, so I don't know. Breakback point for Rybakina. 30-40. I was rich before following Cam's channel. Yeah, it wasn't funny the first time. Or the second time. Or the third time. First serve is a let. But, keep trying. You get the next one. 30-40. Sabalenka serves again. And it's a fault. Second serve. No, he won't. That's savage. Justin, jeez. Savage. Back return in the net by Rybakina. We're back to deuce. No, he won't. All right, back to deuce. Sabalenka got a little lucky there. Yeah, definitely. Don't gamble. And also don't listen to random people on the internet tell you what to do with your money. That's crazy, man. Why would you do that? All right, deuce. By the way, chat, as a disclaimer, this is not a prediction or betting channel. This is a fun tennis channel that we just muck around. Nothing here should be taken seriously. As Rybakina hits it out in the net, and it's an advantage. Sabalenka. This is not a betting channel. None of what I say is advice. Do not take my commentary / observations, opinions as betting or financial advice. It is not. And if you do that, it's not my fault. I'm not taking blame. That's your fault. It's up to you. Your money, your problems. All right, Rybakina hits it out, and Sabalenka keeps the break. 5-2 in the second. This guy hates betting talk. I don't mind betting talk. I just not taking the blame for your betting habits. Yeah, this channel is full of banter. But usually the people come in here and complain and either they're not professional, bettors, or they didn't even bet in the first place and they just want some attention. And I understand that. I want attention too sometimes. Sometimes you just need a hug. Where is my wife? She was here yesterday. Rybakina is going down. Ooh, okay, maybe. I mean, Sabalenka's fighting back. Wouldn't expect anything less from the world number one. Rybakina is still the underdog? That's crazy to me. If Rybakina is the new world number 2, how can Swiatek be number 2 seed? See, this is what It's because Miami bought the draw out before the rankings were official. The draw hasn't come out yet, but they're going to bring the draw out before the rankings are official. So the rankings are based on last week, where Rybakina... The seeds are based on the week before. And that's normal, though. Usually the seeds are based on the seeds are based on the rankings, the previous rankings, not the rankings that happen on the same day. Because if this was a normal 1 week event, then the seeds from last week would lock in for this week's event. Does that make sense? Like Indian Wells, I think Indian Wells was Indian Wells a week before too, right? I think it was, right? Indian Wells was a week before. So it's a week before. So last week's rankings are this week's seeds. So that's why. But don't worry, I'll answer that question at least 7 more times next week. Because I'm sure a lot of people will be... Who's that guy? Some ladies bought... It must be their son or something who couldn't make it. Anyways, 15 love. I just bought a cardboard cutout of somebody's face. And it's not Sinner or Medvedev. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. That makes sense? Yeah. No worries. Yeah, it's going to be a topic of conversation. But that's normal anyway. That's how it works. Usually the rankings the week before the event are the rankings that make up the seeds. So nothing different. Is it a 5-set final? I wish. First serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve. Into the back into Sabalenka, back into Rybakina. Goes into the feet of Sabalenka, and Sabalenka flicks it wide. It's 40 love. 40 love. As a return goes into the forward of Rybakina. Rybakina hits a wide, 40-15. By the way, to the person in the comments that commented, are you using AI in this video? It was released during the Sabalenka commentary. No, I made the video during the Sabalenka commentary. But, no, my video is not AI. 40-15. As we're forward up the line from Rybakina, that's too good. Sabalenka's going to serve for the set, 5-3. To take us to a third. But yeah, no, I made the video while doing this, as Isabel said in the comments. I'm just multitasking. By the way, go check out the video if you haven't already. Big news in Miami. Big news about Miami. All right. Now Sabalenka is going to serve for the second. As the return goes in to the backhand of Rybakina. Backhand now from Rybakina up the line, and Sabalenka slicing the net. Great start. All right, love 15. Nice hitting from Rybakina, putting the pressure straight on Sabalenka. Love 15. As the return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of, out by Sabalenka. All right, love 30. Here's the chance for Rybakina to get back on serve. She did have a chance in the last game, to be fair. Love 30. Serve again. Into the back of Rybakina, return the net. Good serve. 15-30. 15-30. 15-30. As she serves again. 15-30. Sabalenka. Into the back of Rybakina. Return goes long. And it's 30-all. I feel like Rybakina wins in straights. Well, tell that to Sabalenka. Because she's about to take the second. Serve is a fault. Second serve. Serve in the forehand. Rybakina return into the Sabalenka forehand. Oh, Sabalenka missed it. $30-40. $30-40. Sabalenka in trouble. A7T. Hey, Nightbot, why do you get stuffed? All right, deuce. Nightbot, get the hell out of here. I thought it was your day off today. Get out of here. Deuce. As the return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand now from Rybakina. Sabalenka down the line. It's set point. Sabalenka takes it to a third. Chad, this is a pretty good rivalry, right? It's pretty good, right? Pretty good. Serve. Into the back of Rybakina. Return winner. Jeez. All right. Deuce. That was insane. That was crazy. That was a return. Deuce. Serve. That's a fault. Second serve. By the way, Chuck, can we get to 1,000 likes by the end of this set? Where it's nearly 700. As we get second serve ace. Chat, we're going to get to 1,000 likes in 20 seconds. Advantage Sabalenka. If you do like the video, like a little tennis ball comes up apparently. So I think it's still a thing, right? Is it still a thing? Advantage Sabalenka to take us to a third. Serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Return goes out. And we're going 3, baby. Sabalenka takes the second, 6-3. All right. Just like the AO final. We're going 3. Now, this is where I'm going to tell you a bunch of stats after we tell you the stats of the set. Who is going to win this final set? That's what we're going to find out by using numbers. All right. 6-3 Sabalenka. She hits 8 winners, 9 errors. Rybakina, 11 winners, 13 errors. 3 breaks of serve in that set too. So that was pretty... it was a pretty weird set. That was early in the set too. 4 aces for Sabalenka. No aces for Rybakina. Rybakina's serve definitely got worse. Sabalenka did play a lot more points on serve, but held serve, which was the big difference. Even though Rybakina didn't play that many points on serve. She did get broken to love, so that did happen. All right, let's talk about Sabalenka in 3-setters this year. Sabalenka going the distance this year. She has only been gone to 3 sets once, and it was against Rybakina. She lost. That's the end of the stats. 0-1. This is the second 3-setter that Sabalenka's played. That's crazy. She's played like 20 matches. That's crazy. But she lost it, so that's bad. That's not good. That's not good. Rybakina is 3-3 when she goes the distance, including a win this week against Baptiste when she went 3 sets in the second round. Obviously beat Sabalenka in Australia, beat Zhang in Doha, lost to Mukova, Mboko, and Rujic, but the Rujic loss was a retirement, so maybe it's... You can count that if you want. If you count that as a loss, yeah, whatever. But, Sabalenka's... It's only her second 3-setter, and the first one was against Rybakina earlier in the year. Sabalenka in 3-setters for her career, 131 wins and 104 losses. Rybakina in 3-setters is 102 wins and 78 career losses. Rybakina has won. In her last 9, or last 10, she's won 6 of her last 10 3-set matches. Sabalenka has won 7 of her last 3. Oh, sorry, last 10. That doesn't make sense. Last 10. There you go. So 70% for Sabalenka, 60% for Rybakina. Quick math. Who's going to win the final set, though, chat? You got to let me know right now. Who's going to win the final set right now? Yeah, Rybakina's on a massive win streak against top 10 players as well. She's won 12 in a row against top 10 players. As the return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Backhand now from Sabalenka. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand on the stretch. Rybakina backhand up the line. Sabalenka gets with a forehand into the forehand of Rybakina, but Sabalenka's there with her forehand cross. Rybakina on the stretch goes in the net. Nice shot by Sabalenka. 15-0. We've got Sabalenka. Rybakina. Rybakina in the third. Rybakina draws out. Oh, of course it is. Oh, it never ends. It never ends. God damn it. They couldn't wait like 30 minutes? God, Miami. Come on, Miami. This is not a good start. This is not a good start to the week. Come on now. Come on, Miami. You're better than that. Nobody's paying attention to Miami. We're watching Indian Wells. As Rybakina, good serve. Sets it up, 30-15. Lovely forehand winner down the line from Rybakina. Slapped it down the line for a winner and then shrugs her shoulders like, why can't I do that more often? So Eala Swiatek rematch could happen. Holy shit. All right, 40-15. With an ace. As Rybakina looks to start strong in the second. Well, in the third, sorry. God, Pegula's got a tough draw. Man, Rybakina's draw sucks. Swiatek might have got a good draw. Yeah, actually, Swiatek might have got a decent draw. This draw looks exactly like Indian Wells. Maybe not. Gauff's draw's not bad, but she's not 100%. Actually, Cochiretto beat her, didn't she? Did Cochiretta beat Gauff this year or not yet? No, she didn't. Anyways, we'll talk about the draw after this match like it should be. Whoever released the draw for Miami, shame. Shame on you. Shame on you. Men's draw comes out tomorrow. Okay. Sabalenka serves. 1-love Rybakina. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Yeah, men's draw comes out tomorrow. Serve to the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina hits it long on the return. 15-love. As we get a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes wide by Rybakina, 30-love. Serve again. Into the backhand. Rybakina on the net. 40-love. There's been a fault from Sabalenka. Second serve. Serving in the back into Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand. Goes back behind Rybakina. And it's 1-all. 1 game all. By the way, we're almost at 1,000 likes. Don't forget to like the video if you haven't already. All right, 1-1. All right, 1-1. There's a return. Goes to the front of Rybakina. Passing shot from Sabalenka. Rybakina volleys. Sabalenka gets it. And then volley lob by Rybakina. Sabalenka runs backwards. Hits a lob. And Rybakina with a forehand winner. Good hustle. And good play by Rybakina. 15-love. Want me to call the Miami Open and complain? Yes. Could you please do that? All right, 15-love. Great serve out wide. 30-love. 30-love.
Hi, Kim. How's the match
Aaron,
going?
thank you for the $2. It's going great. I think it's exactly everything we expected and more. It's been a very competitive match. I'm going to fault second serve. Second serve. There's a bit of forehand rally. And that's a winner by Rybakina. Just crushes it cross court. 40-love. As Rybakina serves again. Return goes into the slice of Rybakina. Rybakina drop shot goes in the net though. Raducanu can make more money acting or modeling. Tennis is not in her prime. Yeah. That was funny. That maybe was funny 2 years ago. You gotta get new jokes, buddy. Come on now. Well, that was maybe funny in 2023. You can only tell the same joke over and over once. You know, it gets a bit boring. But I'm not a comedian, so I wouldn't know. Maybe it is funny. Backhand to backhand rally. Sabalenka puts that away. 40-30. You know, it's like Raducanu should stick to modeling. Sabalenka makes noise. Like, okay. Yep. 40-30. As the return goes into the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand now from Sabalenka. And Rybakina forehand again to the slice of Sabalenka. She goes up the line, and Rybakina is not quick enough to get there. We get the deuce. Sabalenka is getting clutch here. Putting the pressure on. Serve again. And the return goes short into the forehand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net on the approach. Advantage Sabalenka to take the break early in the final set. Oh yeah, Swiatek dropping out of the top 10, never coming back. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Swiatek washed, or should fire the coach and the sports psychologist or something. Is that what the? All right, advantage Sabalenka. Second server backing up. As the backhand return goes to the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. Sabalenka takes the break in the third. 2-1. And all the pressure's on Rybakina now. 2-1 Sabalenka final set. Heat's getting to Alina. It might be. It is pretty warm out there. All right, Sabalenka. 2-1 final set. But remember, Sabalenka was up a break in the final set of the Australian Open as well. Was it 3-1 or 3-love that day? And then Rybakina come back and won 6 games in a row or 5 games in a row, right? So, Rybakina fans, you know it's not over. Also, we're almost at 1,000 likes. We're this close. Was it 3-love? Yeah. It's over. Rybakina's given up. Weston. Where's your faith, mate? Where is it? Where is whatever it is? I don't know I don't even know what the word is. Sabalenka's experience should help her at this point. Well, that's what we're saying in Australia. We're saying that in the Australian Open. We're saying the exact same stuff. My gut says whoever breaks first will win this final. Sabalenka broke. So Sabalenka is the answer then. By the way, it is different conditions. So look, it's going to be a lot harder for... Oh, she's going to down that drink. Good job. Oh. Oh, you didn't finish that. Did you? No, you didn't finish that. That was... Don't cheer that. She didn't finish that, did she? She was like this, and then she stopped. There's definitely some more alcohol in that can. She didn't down that. Otherwise, she would have crushed it and thrown it away. Anyways, by the way, chat, don't do that. That's irresponsible drinking. Don't do that. And if you are going to do that, you got to pour it into your shoe. Drink it out of your shoe. That's what Australians apparently do. All right, 15 love. Drink it out of a shoe. It doesn't matter. Go on. Responsibly. 15 love. As a backhand return goes in the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of Rybakina up the line. Too good. 15-0. Why is this match so early? I don't know. Indian Wells just like to start first thing in the morning. I don't know what's up. Sunrise finals, you know. All right, serve again. There's a fault second serve. Yeah, I think it's because of the East Coast. They want to try and get these finals done before, like for the East Coast time zone. Backhand to backhand rally. As that goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Rybakina backhand into the backhand of Sabalenka. Rybakina to backhand again. As Sabalenka goes again with the backhand cross-court winner. Whoa, that was lethal. All right. 30-15. That was a backhand. That was a real backhand. She hit that hard. And screamed after it too. That was lethal. $30-15. So in the forehand of Rybakina in the net. 40-15. $40-15. Serve again. As we default second serve. Second serve. As we get a backhand from Rybakina. Sabalenka slicing the net. And it's 40-30. $40-30. As we get a fault, second serve. Second serve. As the return goes back in of Sabalenka, forehand of Rybakina cross court. Too good. We get the deuce. Rybakina too strong. All right, deuce. It is not over till it's over. That is true. Return goes out by Rybakina. And it's advantage Sabalenka to take the 3-1 lead final set. Cam is handsome. Okay. Advantage Sabalenka. No, you're handsome. It's good to see my mum in the chat. Thanks, Mom. Advantage Sabalenka. Anyways, that goes out by Rybakina. Sabalenka 3-1, final set. Sabalenka had more aces in the second set. She had 4-0 for Rybakina in the second. All right, 3-1 Sabalenka, but we were here in Australia. We weren't here, but we're in this position score-wise in Australia. So don't count Rybakina out yet. Cam, I have an unpopular opinion. Ooh. Okay. What is it? Sinner winning then Alcaraz right now would make it so Alcaraz would end up more Grand Slams overall at the end of his career due to rivalry. What do you think? I have no idea what that meant. I read that wrong. What are you saying? I can't understand. Sinner winning than Carlos right now. I don't know what you said. I read that. Can't understand. Did you write that? Did I miss something? 30 love. Sinner winning more than Carlos right now. That's not true though. 48 hours ago, Sinner was washed. And Alcaraz was unbeatable. Remember? And now Sinner is winning more? No, he's not. He's winning more this week. Alcaraz is still winning more. 40 love, by the way. But I don't think it's an unpopular opinion to think that Carlos is going to win more slams. He's already got more slams right now. And Indian Wells is not a slam. So, I mean, it's not that. I mean, I agree with you. I think Alcaraz will win more slams. First serve to Fonseca serve. He's younger and he's already got more slams. That's a good start. 40 love. Rybakina to keep things close as she hits a backhand up the line for a winner. Woo, that was a shot. Sabalenka leads though. All right. How we doing, chap? By the way, where are we watching from? I haven't asked that this set. Where are we watching from? I'm in Australia at 7 in the morning. The sun's still not up. It's still dark. I thought it was sunrise. It's still dark. Where are we watching from? We got Italy. We got Chicago, Philippines, North Philly, Mississippi. We've got New York, Pakistan, Utah, Connecticut, Amsterdam, Grenada, Poland, Ireland, Cambodia, Sweden, Slovakia, Trinidad, Ethiopia, Chicago, New York City, Spain, Sweden again, Munich, Zimbabwe, Michigan, Algeria, Chile, Kazakhstan, China, Denver, London. A lot of people from London. Someone's from Earth. Hey, me too. Texas. We've got Nigeria. We've got Austria, Czechia, France, question mark. I don't know. Are you from France? You seem unsure. You sure? Like France, I guess? We've got Indonesia. We've got Colombia, Thailand, Bangladesh, Manila, Morocco, South Africa, Brazil, Vietnam, Melbourne. Hey, someone's from Melbourne. What are you doing up at a normal time? We got Cuba, Baltimore. All right, 3-2. Sabalenka with the break in the final set, but she had the break in the final set in Australia, and look what happened. As that goes in the net by Rybakina. So this is going to be a mental test for Sabalenka because she knows what happened in Australia. She knows where she was and what was going on. She was there. She played in the final. 15 love. And Sabalenka serves again. These are the most important games. 15 love. And then an ace. 30 love. All right, 30 love. I think next week I'm going to need a haircut, chat. It's about time. My hair is annoying. 30 love. What are you going to do next week, chat? Watch Miami? And 30 love. Sabalenka serves again. As the return goes in net by Rybakina, 40 love. Draper haircut. Nah. Not going to get the Draper cut. $40 love. Sabalenka serves. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Backhand of Sabalenka. Goes long. 40-15. Go with a Mohawk cam. Maybe I will. $40-15. Serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand in the net. 40-30. Mullet cut. Nope. Mullet would be cool. Nope. Do you know what cool means? $40-30. Why are people saying buzz cut or mullet? As a return, goes in the front of Sabalenka. Rybakina forehand. Oh, and Sabalenka shanks it long. And we get to deuce. Sabalenka was in control. Not anymore. Serve again. Carlos doesn't have a mullet. Relax. As with a fault second serve. Bro, looking for a reason to get annoyed. That seems like a bad way to go. Just don't do that. Looking for ways to get annoyed? Return goes out. Good serve for Sabalenka. I didn't even say his name. Bleach like Carlos? Nah, I'm not going to do that. All right, advantage Sabalenka to take the 4-1 lead. Final set. Sorry, 4-2 lead. I can count. 4-2 lead. Remember, the men's final starts in an hour. And Sabalenka serves. Ace out wide. Okay. She does not give the break back like she did in Australia. It does not go to 3-all like it did in Australia. 4-2 Sabalenka stays in front with the break. Remember, this is 1v2 as of Monday. It's back to Rybakina. 4-2. And she serves a let. This is a very important game for Rybakina. Serve. There's an ace. Oof, that was a huge serve out wide. Sabalenka thought it was going down T. She kind of took a step to the left, and Rybakina went out wide and completely aced her. 15 love. And then another ace, 30 love. Anna, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that.
Thanks for making live tennis more accessible, the hyper-fragmented, monetized tennis media landscape.
Thank you for the $15. Appreciate that. That's very generous. And thank you, Maria, for becoming a member as well. All right, 30 love. Serving to the backhand of Sabalenka, backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand up the line is long. 40 love. Also, chat, we are getting close to 290K. I don't think we'll get there today, but we're very close. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Rankings video or ranking show is going to come out tonight or tomorrow morning. So make sure you watch that. We've also got draws coming out over the next couple of days. because Miami starts on Wednesday. Yeah. 40 love. As the backhand return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. She hits a drop shot winner. And it's 4-3 Sabalenka final set. Yeah. And if you want to keep up to date with all the latest news, then you're in the right place. We cover everything. We got you covered. You want to know something? We got you covered. All right. And yeah, Miami starts on Wednesday, but it is going to rain, so we have to wait and see. I don't even know what we watch on day one because I'm looking at all the first round. Venus on day one, maybe, if she plays on day one. Maybe she might play day two. Day one, we might not watch anything. Also, it's going to rain, so we're going to wait for that too. So, yeah. All right, 4-3. Sabalenka with the break. Rybakina with the ice pack on her head. I'll tell you, the men's final that starts in an hour is going to be tough. That is going to be a physical effort for Medvedev and Sinner. It's going to be warm. It's going to be super warm. All right. 4-3 Sabalenka. She's got the break. She's 2 games away from the Indian Wells title. For her first Indian Wells and her third attempt. This is every tennis fan's place to be. This is it. That's why I started this channel 8 years ago. Because I was watching tennis alone. I didn't know. I wanted to talk to somebody, and we went live, and here we are. All right, 4-3. As we had a fault from Sabalenka, second serve. Second serve. There's a return. Goes long by Rybakina, 15 love. That was a missed return. $15 love. As a return goes into the backhand of Sabalenka. Sabalenka on the net though. Nice. Pick up by Rybakina. Great return from Rybakina. Of a first serve. I just checked and it's 35 degrees. Brutal, yeah. Yeah. I mean, there is a chance that the next match does have some sort of heat delay because we do have a heat rule in effect if it does get to a certain temperature. So there could be a possible heat rules in place in the next match. Sabalenka serves a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Return. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. She puts up a moon ball. As it pushes Rybakina back. Sabalenka backhand into the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand again to the forehand of Rybakina who... Oh, hits it in! She goes inside in line. And it lands on the line. 15-30. Great shot from Rybakina. Such a tough shot too. I thought Sabalenka did enough, but Rybakina must have hit the outside of the line. That was so close. That was so close. And it landed in. 15-30. Sabalenka with a fault. Here's a chance. Second serve. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Return. As Sabalenka goes up the line, but it's in the net. 15-40. Rybakina. It's happening again. It's happening again. 15-40. Rybakina to get back on serve in the final set. First break point of the final set for Rybakina as well. She's got two of them. First serve for Sabalenka. Serve out wide. Return goes in. Sabalenka backhand open court winner. One saved. 30-40. Bless you, Mia. Bless you. 30-40. All right, Sabalenka still down break point. Sabalenka serves. An ace out wide. All right, we get the deuce. Clutch. Serving by Sabalenka. Deuce. Serve again. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Return into the forehand of Sabalenka. Up the line is good. Rybakina gets it back with a slice backhand. And then Sabalenka again goes to the backhand of Rybakina. Now Sabalenka forehand cross court. Rybakina is there but hits in the net. God, Rybakina is starting to fade. She has hands on knees after that rally. Advantage Sabalenka. What a physical effort by Sabalenka. And a mental effort. Sabalenka serves. An ace. Wow. World number one. That's the world number one right there. That's the best player on the planet for a reason, chat. Might have forgot after the Australian Open final. That's the best player on the planet right there. Number one. 5-3. Rybakina is going to serve to stay in the match. Two hours played, but in this heat, it's more intense. It just feels worse. Rybakina serves. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Return is short to the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand up the line. Good shot. Rybakina goes cross court and Sabalenka slicing the net. Too good. Rybakina. 15 love. Again, thanks for everybody for joining. We've got 6,500 in the house. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got plenty more tennis to go. We've only got one more tournament until we go to clay. Oh, can't wait to go to the clay. Clay courts are so much fun. Whoa, that was a massive serve out wide. Ace, 30 love. So yeah, make sure you sub so that you don't miss out on any of the tennis coming up because there's so much stuff coming up. Miami's coming up. I mean, that's a huge event coming up in a couple of days. These two ladies won't play until maybe Friday or maybe the weekend, but they'll be playing. Slice goes in the forehand of Rybakina. Cross court's good. Sabalenka can't control it. And it's 40 love. Rybakina to make Sabalenka serve it out. $40 love. LeBron or Jordan? Jordan. First serve's a fault, second serve. Serving to the back end of Sabalenka. Return winner. She goes up the line. 40-30. As Rybakina serves again. Another fault. Second serve. Second serve. Is an ace. Okay. All right. It's going to be Sabalenka serving for the championship. Here we go. 5-4. Sabalenka. Hey, thank you, Ali, for the $1.40. Thank you for that. Or the $2 Australian. How do you think Gauff will go on clay? It's going to be tough, especially if she's got an injury. Yeah. I think it'll be... She probably won't do as good as last year, but... Because last year she did so well. Rybakina can be clutch. Let's go. Yep. Let's see if Sabalenka can finish this job, though. Sabalenka wants to tick off this title. She desperately wants it. Stuttgart and the Porsche next. Yeah. That's her next tournament as well. Oh, so after Miami, it's her next tournament. Whatever.
Can this go?
Hey, thank you for the $2. Appreciate that. All right, chat. Here we go. It's going to be Sabalenka serving for the championship. She played Rybakina 3 years ago and lost. She played Andreeva last year and lost. Now she is as close as she's ever been to winning this title. It's on her racket. She is serving for the championship. Men's final starts in an hour. Again, thanks everybody for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video. All of those things that people tell you to do on YouTube, I am telling you to do. Please. I'm asking you. I'm requesting. You don't have to do any of that. You're here right now. You're watching this match. Hopefully you're enjoying it. But if you could do those other things, that's cool too. Here we go. Sabalenka serving for the championship. For the revenge win. As we get a forehand from Rybakina into the forehand of Sabalenka. Rybakina forehand again to the forehand of Sabalenka. Sliced. Rybakina forehand back behind Sabalenka. And it's love 15. First point goes to Rybakina, the new world number 2 as of next week. Serve. Here's a fault. Second serve. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the back of Rybakina. Great return. Sabalenka back into the net, love 30. Oh no. Danger for Sabalenka. Love 30. Sabalenka needs first serves. She needs unreturnables. Love 30. We will get to all the donations and stuff at the end. Thank you for everybody who's donating. Appreciate it. Love 30. First serve's a fault by Sabalenka. Second serve. As a return for Rybakina into the forehand of Sabalenka. Ooh, Sabalenka hits the line. Beautiful shot. 15-30. 15-30. Beautiful shot by Sabalenka. Just a forehand. I mean, Rybakina was there. That's what was even more impressive. Rybakina was standing about a meter away. She was not far off. It was just too powerful. All right. First serve's another fault. Jeez. This serve, man. This serve has disappeared. Second serve. As a return goes into the backhand, Sabalenka goes up the line long. We got break points. 15-40. Break points for Rybakina to get back on serve. $15.40. Serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. Good return. Sabalenka forehand goes into the backhand of Rybakina. To the backhand of Sabalenka. Rybakina backhand. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Goes short. In comes Rybakina with a drop shot. Sabalenka slice lob. Rybakina puts away the smash and we're back on serve. 5-all in the final. Rybakina breaks back. It's not over. Rybakina, who's been so close to breaking in this final set. She's had break points. Sabalenka's been holding her off until now. And now Rybakina breaks 5-5. God, man, Sabalenka's got to be feeling deja vu. All right, let's see if Rybakina can now lead this final set and put the pressure really on Sabalenka. This is a final? Oh, yeah. I don't know how the men's final is going to compete with this. They'll try. As a default, second serve. This is the 1 and 2 in the world, by the way, as of tomorrow. This is a top 2 clash, and it's definitely a top 2 clash. Backhand rally. As Sabalenka to the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand. Again, the forehand of Rybakina. Up the line to the backhand of Sabalenka. Rybakina's got her backhand off the tape, and it goes over. It goes over, and Rybakina's like, I'm sorry, I'm lucky. I'm sorry, I'm lucky. I'm sorry that was lucky. I'll take it, though. 15 love. $15 love. Rybakina serves again. Serving to the forehand of Sabalenka. Slice return to the forehand of Rybakina. Oh, Rybakina just missed it. She went with an inside-out forehand. Open court. Sabalenka was not going to get it. And unfortunately, Rybakina missed it wide. 15-0. Oh, watch out. We're less than 200 away from 290. We're trying to get to 300K by the end of the year. Serve out wide. The forehand of Sabalenka. Return goes forehand of Rybakina off the tape again. But this time Sabalenka gets it and puts it away. 15-30. 15-30. Sabalenka. No luck for Rybakina on that point. And a big scream by Sabalenka. Who? From what? Sabal. Rybakina hits a winner. Don't worry, Chad. I'll learn their name soon. I've never watched tennis before. Oh, don't worry. Sabalenka. I think that's how you say it. 30-all. I'm not having a stroke. As we're in a backhand return into the forehand of Rybakina. Forehand of Sabalenka inside out. It's 30-all. Big point here. Lock in. Backhand goes up the line from Sabalenka. 30-40. Sabalenka to take the break again. And to serve the championship again. 30-40. Sabalenka has broken every time she's had a break point. She is 3 for 3. 30-40. As Rybakina serves. A fault. Second serve. The crowd is so silent. They're so quiet. Serve. Into the back of the Sabalenka return. Goes out. And Sabalenka laughs it off. Deuce. God, Chad, are you nervous? I got sweaty palms. Ugh. Deuce. Serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand Rybakina up the line. That's a good shot. Sabalenka gets there with a slice. Rybakina backhand, cross court. Sabalenka goes back into the backhand of Rybakina. As Rybakina goes net. As she tries to go up the line again, but she missed. Advantage Sabalenka. And the Sabalenka camp are trying to keep her calm. They're like, just chill. Just chill. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Just chill. Everything's fine. Advantage Sabalenka. How much did you bet on Sabalenka? It's obvious. I bet my entire life savings. As we default, second serve. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Sabalenka. Into the net on the return. She had a chance there, Sabalenka. But nets the return. We get back to deuce. Did you really? All right. We're back to deuce. As we default, second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Sabalenka. Good return. Rybakina gets it. Sabalenka forehand up the line. As Rybakina backhand goes in the net. And Sabalenka gets another break point. Advantage Sabalenka. Third break point of this game. If you're just joining us, she served for the match. Nay, the championship at the in the last game. Tommy Haas, Martina Navratilova waiting on. Martina won this 2 for 2, right? She's 100% at this tournament, I think. She won both times she played. So I think she must be giving out the trophy. Advantage Sabalenka first serves a fault by Rybakina. Second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand. Sabalenka return is wide. Oh, man. How many opportunities is Sabalenka not going to take? It was a decent second serve. Big 103 mile per hour serve on a second serve down break point. But, geez. Sabalenka, second serve. Break point chance. Just disappeared. And Rybakina is probably not going to be that generous. She's been stingy with the break points anyway in this match. She serves out wide the forehand of Sabalenka return. Rybakina up the line. Oh no, it goes long. Wow, Rybakina making a shocking error. Advantage Sabalenka. Jeez. That was not good by Rybakina. Advantage Sabalenka. As the return goes into the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand slice. In the net. Rybakina survives. So fourth break point of the game. Back to deuce. By far the toughest game Rybakina's played on serve this match. Back to deuce. Rybakina serves again. Out wide of the forehand of Sabalenka. Great return. And Rybakina slices it into the net. Another break point, Sabalenka. Advantage Sabalenka for a fifth time as the coaches have a laugh. Hey, at least they're having fun. They're all having a laugh, which is crazy, but also like, mate, look, good for them. Advantage Sabalenka. Rybakina serves. Into the forehand of Sabalenka, return the net. Back to deuce. Clutch serving from Rybakina. And we're back to deuce. Sabalenka just has to say too good. Serve. Is an ace down the tee. Rybakina gets to advantage. 117 mile down the tee. Advantage Rybakina. To take the lead in the final set. 5 points in a row. 5 break points. Not in a row, but 5 break points in that set. In that game, sorry. As we return there from Sabalenka. That's a good return. They go forehand to forehand. As Rybakina hits it long, we're back to deuce. This has got to be match of the year. I mean, if the Australian Open Finals match of the year, this is better. So this has to be match of the year. Chat, we rarely remember when we're... Actually, no. There's a few times where we've kind of watched match of the year and we know it's match of the year. This is one of those times. This is one of those times. We are watching match of the year as we speak. Soak it in. Get excited. Get nervous. Don't throw up. As we get a fault. Second serve. By the way, chat, can we light the chat on fire? Just put fire in the chat because we know we're watching the match of the year. Backhand return. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Up the line to win up. Advantage. Rybakina. To take the lead. Just set the chat on fire. Just like flames. Just flames. Just whoosh. That's it. That's what, yeah. Just fire emojis. I wanted to see fire emojis. No words. Just fire. This is match of the year. Oh, someone putting ice in the chat. Oh, you're good one. Opposite of what I said. Good. That's good one. That's what I'm talking about. Go on. Light the chat on fire. Backhand return. Goes short. Rybakina forehand. Sabalenka flicks a lob, but it goes in the net and Rybakina holds. 6-5. The next game is going to be brutal for Sabalenka. 6-5. The chat's on fire. Literally. Well, not literally. That'd be weird. It means my computer would be on fire, and that's not good for streaming. 6-5 Rybakina. She saves a bunch of break points. And now Sabalenka will serve to stay in the championship and in the match. There we go. Fire all around. Love to see it. Whew, here we go. Remember, Rybakina was down a break in Australia. She came back to win. She was down a break here for most of the set. She was down 3-1 or 2. Was she down 2 love? 2 love, 3-1. Hang on, let me double check. She was down. She was definitely down. By the way, men's final starts in half an hour. She was down in this final set. She was down 2-1. Sorry, 3-1. Sorry, what? She was down 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 4-3, 5-3. Then 5-4. Sabalenka serve of the match was 3 points away. Couldn't take it. And that last game was by far the longest game of Rybakina's day. One of the longest games of the match. Sabalenka played a marathon game in the second set that rivals that, but for Rybakina, that was her longest game on serve. And she holds on to the serve. And now it's Sabalenka's job to try and serve to stay in the match. Can she avoid going down again in a third consecutive final to Rybakina? You bet on the wrong player. I didn't bet on anybody, buddy. All right. Sabalenka serves to stay in the match. Absolute cinema. What's the... Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Match of the year right now. As we to serve. Into the forehand of Rybakina. That goes wide on the return. 15 love. We are witnessing the match of the year. $15 love. Sabalenka serves. To the back of Rybakina. Slice goes in. And Sabalenka puts away the smash. 30 love. 30-love Sabalenka. Sabalenka serves again. Alette. Oof, God, umpire robbed. First serve is Alette. $30-love. Sabalenka serves again. Down the tee. Return goes in. Sabalenka forehand cross. Rybakina gets it. Sabalenka slice down the line. Rybakina gets it back, but hits it wide. Nice hustle by Sabalenka. 40-love. 40-love. $40-love. Sabalenka serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Great second serve, and we're going the distance. Tiebreak. Who's winning the tiebreak, chat? Sabalenka holds to love. Now, somebody asked, what is the tiebreak record? I didn't want to say the word because you know the rules. 3-2 in favor of Sabalenka. Sabalenka won the 2 tiebreaks in Berlin last year and a tiebreak in the final set of Madrid. But Rybakina won their tiebreak when they played at the WTA finals last year and also won a tiebreak at Indian Wells 2023. Both players are undefeated in tiebreaks this year. 4-0 and 3-0 are the records. So somebody's losing a tiebreak to lose this heartbreaking, or heartbreaking for them. It's a jubilation for the other player. Great serve down the tee. Is a let. Or is it a fault? Hawkeye. All right. Who's winning this tiebreak, chat? Remember, Sabalenka already served for the match. No match points, though. Just a chance to win. As the return goes in the net by Sabalenka, it's 1-love Rybakina. First to 7, by the way. Not first to 10. That's only at the Grand Slams. Final set shootout. One-love Rybakina. One zero. By the way, don't forget to like the video. We got to 1,000 likes. We're almost at 2,000 likes. All right, 1-love. Serve. Is a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Rybakina. Rybakina in the net. 1-1. 1-1. Last time they played a tiebreak too, it was 7-0 in favor of Rybakina. That ain't going to happen today. Again, chat, match of the year right now. You're witnessing match of the year right now. First there's a fault from Sabalenka. Second serve. You are great, thank you. Hey, you're great. As we to return. Goes wide by Rybakina. 2-1 Sabalenka. 2-1 Sabalenka. How did you handle Hewitt retiring? I'm struggling to accept that Djokovic is at the end of his career. Yeah, I didn't watch tennis for a couple of years. I handled it poorly. All right, 2-1. As the backhand goes into the forehand of Rybakina, forehand for Sabalenka on the stretch. Goes long, 2-2. 2-2. Rybakina serving again. Yep, full house. By the way, it's going to be really hot for the men's final. Starts in 30 minutes. We'll watch it straight after this. Good serve from Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand goes in. Rybakina goes to the backhand of Sabalenka. Into the backhand of Rybakina. Rybakina cross-court winner. 3-2 Rybakina. 3-2 Rybakina. Sabalenka will serve. Are you also a coach? I was a coach, but now I am a streamer. 3-2 Rybakina. First serve is a fault. Second serve. I mean, I am a coach. I'm not actively coaching. Yeah. Right? I mean, I am a coach. I'm just not coaching right now. Anyways, return goes to the front of Sabalenka. Rybakina backhand. Into the front of Sabalenka. Cross court in the front of Rybakina. Sabalenka forehand down the line winner. Or more of an inside-out winner. 3-3. They change ends. By the way, thanks everybody for donating as well. I will be going through donations at the end of the match. Just so we can get through this uninterrupted. But I appreciate the donations. I see them. I see them coming through. All right, 3-3. They change ends. Three all. Back to Sabalenka. Raducanu needs a coach. Cool. I think Mark Pecci's coaching her, so she doesn't really need a coach. All right, 3-3. Sabalenka serves again. We've got 10,000 in the house, by the way. Welcome. You found us. Congratulations. Thank you for following or whatever. What do they call it? Subscribing? Oh, I don't know. 3-3. Sabalenka serves again. Ooh, a fault. Now, Sabalenka is serving in the sun down the far end, so keep that in mind. Second serve. And she's not wearing a hat. Second serve. Into the front of Rybakina. Good return. Sabalenka goes again to the front of Rybakina. Sabalenka on the stretch with a slice. Rybakina attacking forehand. Comes in there, but Sabalenka pass in the net. Oh, she had a chance. You just got to make Rybakina volley. 4-3 Rybakina gets the mini break. Oh, man. Sabalenka had it. There was a pass. She didn't even make Rybakina volley. 4-3 Rybakina. Remember, it's first to 7. 4-3. Rybakina serves. A fault. Here's a chance. Second serve. Second serve. Into the backhand of Sabalenka. Return goes in the backhand of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand. Goes long. Rybakina too solid. 5-3. 2 points away. Remember, chat, they played that epic in Berlin last year. Heartbreaking for Rybakina. She had multiple match points. End up losing. This might be a little redemption. At least for that, even though she's won like a Grand Slam. Against Sabalenka, that's probably more redemption there. But still, there was that final set tiebreak they played last year. It was like 10-8 in the quarterfinals of Berlin, I think, right? It was crazy. Anyways, return goes in the front of Rybakina. Rybakina hits it out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot that we got to talk about that after the match. We're back on serve. I'm sorry. That was my bad. That's my bad. We're back on serve. I got a little excited. I just wanted to talk about something that happened last year that was really fun. It was a great tiebreak. We're getting a great tiebreak now. It's 4-5. 5-4. Sabalenka serves. Still Rybakina leads. Return Rybakina goes off the tape. Sabalenka backhand down the line. Into the front of Rybakina. To the front of Sabalenka down the line again. Rybakina backhand goes long. 5-5. Chat. This is the match of the year. Not even close. And somebody's getting a championship point at the end of this point. Someone's getting a match point. Sabalenka gets the serve, though. A match point. This is going to be hard to beat as match of the year, by the way. Has to be a Grand Slam final, I think. It's the only way this match gets beaten as match of the year. Serve, Sabalenka. Out wide of the front of Rybakina. Great return, Sabalenka gets it. Into the back of Rybakina. Sabalenka backhand on the stretch. Rybakina up the line. Backhand winner! Rybakina with hands on knees! And I think a little bit of cramp. She kind of moved her leg. 6-5 Rybakina. She's got championship point. She's got the serve. To take home the Indian Wells title for a second time. To beat Sabalenka in a final for a third time in 3 previous matches. Not to mention she was down a break in this set. Like she was in Australia in the third set. Match point, championship point, Rybakina. She serves. Out wide of the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand of Rybakina. In the backhand of Sabalenka. Hits a winner! We change ends! The show goes on! It's 6-all! Sabalenka survives! What a backhand! Are you kidding me? What the hell was that backhand? Championship point saved. Ridiculous. Sabalenka's like, no. No, you're not winning today. Not today. No. Not like this. 6-all, they change ends. I mean, Sabalenka, best player on the planet. Number 1 in the world for a reason. Rybakina's still got to serve, though. Crazy. Crazy backhand winner. And now Rybakina's serving in the sun. And she just looked up. 2.5 hours played, match of the year. Welcome to match of the year. Serve. Into the backhand slice. Sabalenka goes short into the forehand of Rybakina. Sabalenka pass. Rybakina volley. Sabalenka gets the match point. Rybakina's volley goes long. And it's championship point Sabalenka. On her serve. Sabalenka to finally win Indian Wells. To break the streak of losing finals to Rybakina. It's been 3 years. Championship point Sabalenka. She serves. Down the tee, Rybakina returns, a forehand, goes long, Sabalenka wins. Match of the year. She saves championship point, beats the number 2 in the world as of Monday, and she finally gets the Indian Wells trophy. Sabalenka Rybakina is the rivalry that we want. Is the best rivalry in tennis. That's what we got right now. It's the Sinkeraz of the WTA. We're going to figure out her name. Sabalenka? She's got hands in the air. Sabalenka finally wins it. What a backhand on championship point down to save it. And after being down, up a break in pretty much the entire final set, she gets it done 8-6 in the tiebreak. Rybakina, that one hurts. But she also has had some good victories against Sabalenka lately. And look, Sabalenka was always going to get one back. Wow, what a win for Sabalenka. By the way, speaking of Sabalenka heartbreaks, she's had a lot of heartbreaking finals in the last 12 months, right? Australian Open final last year. She gets broken at the death, loses. French Open last year. She was up a set. Even in the final here last year, she was up a set, ends up losing to Andreeva in 3. But finally, Sabalenka wins one of these close finals. And she gets it done by saving championship points. Ridiculous final. Match of the year. Not even close. Don't come at me. I don't even care what you think. Second match of the year is probably them again. But first match of the year, that was incredible. Incredible match. And this is a crazy-ass rivalry. Sabalenka leads 9-7. She got a head start, but crazy. Now we got the men's final. Starting in about 20 minutes. Yeah, match of the year. I mean, it has to be match of the year. There's not even a contest for nothing comes close to that. It's a final. It's a big final. It's 1v2 in the live rankings. And Sabalenka saved championship point. I mean, only a Grand Slam final with that same scoreline could beat that match. Like, that's match of the year, and I don't know how they're gonna. Who's gonna pick? Who's gonna beat that in the future? I mean, who's gonna take that? Who's gonna take match of the year? Pan, thank you for the 10.
Go Rybakina. Thanks, Cam, for the fun hosting.
No worries. Thank you for the donations. Appreciate it. Arian, thank you for the donations.
Is there any famous celebrities?
They were. Yeah, they were. Yep. Thank you for the donations.
Cam, thanks for streaming.
No worries. Thank you for joining. Thank you for all the donations. I see them all. They're all coming through. Appreciate that.
Where are the bad predictions, folks? We'd like a word law.
Thank you, Justin, for the 5. All right. There it is, man. That is the final. The final. What a final. Yeah, Charlize Theron was there, but I don't know who else was there. I was too busy watching the players. I wasn't watching the celebrities. What's that voice? It's a voice. Unbelievable, yeah. Ridiculous final. Sabalenka or Sabakina or Rybalenka. Sabakina, I think, is the name. We're going with Sabakina. We're going with Sabakina. By the way, if you are leaving, don't forget to sub on the way out. We do have the men's final coming up next. Yeah, Medvedev versus Sinner. So don't go anywhere. Rybakina was cramping in the leg. It did look like at the end there, she was kind of like, when she had match point, she was kind of moving that leg in a way that was like her leg was like, sore's not the word. She looked like she was getting fatigued. Hot day out there. Match of the year for sure, yeah. Like, incredible. Great call again, Cam, even though my player lost. Hey, look. Rybakina might have lost, but she's still number 2 next week, so it's still a mini win that way. Rybalenka, because we got Sinkaraz on the men's side. Rybalenka, okay. Rybalenka sounds better. All right, we'll go with Rybalenka. Rybalenka. We'll go with Rybalenka. Arian.
Can't wait for Sinner Medvedev.
Sinner Medvedev's coming up next. And Shubham.
After 2 years, we finally have a contender to equal J level and intensity of Madrid 2024.
Yeah, you actually might be right. That might have been up there with Madrid. And it'll be remembered like Madrid because of the 1v2 kind of, vibes. But yeah, you're right. That was as close to Madrid. I think Madrid had multiple championship points, which probably keeps it a little bit ahead. But yeah, you're right. That definitely had Madrid 24 vibes. Okay, it's going to be really, really hard to beat that for match of the year. It's going to have to be a Grand Slam semi or final. Probably a final. Championship points saved. I mean, so many missed chances. No, I mean, for Rybakina, not really. I mean, she had a lot of missed chances in break points, yeah, but she only had one chance to win the match. She was down in the final set the entire time until the end. She was probably lucky she got that close to winning that match in that final set. How was the final, guys? It was absolute cinema. It was match of the year. Match of the year. Not even close. Match of the year. And we still got the men's final. And look, the good part as well is that the men's final now happens now. So we don't have to wait. And we go straight into the men's final. But match of the year. Yep, match of the year for sure. Yep. All right, we'll do a little recap, and then we'll get get the men's final started, because that's starting in about 20 minutes. Do they do the ceremony for the ladies and then they do the men's final, right? So we do have a little bit of maybe a little bit of time maybe between. There might be a delay. So yeah, incredible. Actually, we'll do you have to wait for the recap. Recap's going to come out later. Super enthusiastic commentary. Thank you. No worries. Did you hear that Agassi is presenting the men's trophy? Yes, I love that. That's awesome. That is so good. I think Martina's doing the women's trophy because she was out in the back. So love to see that. YJ.
Cam, what do you think was the reason that Rebecca lost instead of having a commanding position?
She just gave an early break in the final set. The difference was in Australia, she broke back, she won, right? But Sabalenka, when she lost the break, she was able to hold. Like, it could have easily been 7-5 Rybakina had Sabalenka not been so solid on that service game at 6-5 down. But yeah, it was just, I mean, this match was not very different to Australian Open. The Australian Open, it was a very similar thing. The only difference in this match is that Sabalenka got the break, held on, and then didn't, falter at the very end. She didn't lose the momentum and then just completely lose the match, right? Whereas in Australia, she was down a break, she was up a break, and then all of a sudden Rybakina wins like 5 in a row, right? Or 6 games in a row. This time, Sabalenka had the break, but Rybakina broke back, and then Sabalenka was able to hold and stop the momentum before the tiebreak. So otherwise, it could have been 7-5. I mean, 4 games in a row, wins the match, could have easily happened. But Sabalenka holding serve, and then obviously the championship point in the tiebreak. She gets the win. Clutch. Hey.
I've learned so much about tennis from you in 3 lives, and I thank you, sir, for showing me the beauty of the game. Thank you again.
No worries. Thank you for the donation. Oh, Mary, appreciate it. Thank you for the 5. All right. Men's final. I'm going to send you over to the men's final. We got Sinner versus Medvedev. It's going to be a very interesting final. Medvedev beating Alcaraz in a huge result. I wouldn't call it a huge upset. It was an upset, but it wasn't like Medvedev's beaten Alcaraz before. But he's playing against Sinner, so let's see if Medi can go back-to-back against Alcaraz. He'll be the second man to do it because only Djokovic has beaten Sinner and Alcaraz to win a title in his career. Also, Medvedev trying to win his first Indian Wells title. We'll talk about all this stuff in the finals when we get to that in a little bit. But what a win. What a final. Chat, we just witnessed final of the year, match of the year on the WTA side. It's 3-6, 6-3, 7-6, 8-6 in the tiebreak. Championship point saved for Sabalenka to win the title finally on her 3rd attempt. And she stays number 1. She wasn't even in jeopardy of being number 2 anyway. But Rybakina goes to number 2, which is huge. We'll talk about that more in the ranking show later. But yeah, massive win for Sabalenka. What a win.